Hi, today we are going to set the first page of the Threnody for the Victims of Hiroshima by Krzysztof Penderecki using MagicScore Maestro 8. We will learn how to create invisible staves and how to draw different kinds of lines. Press the New button to create a new composition. Enter the composition title and the author's name. Switch to the Layout tab. Check the box Measure Count in System and set it to 1 measure per system. Switch to the Page tab. Set the A4 paper size in Landscape Orientation. Now proceed to Instrument Selection. For the current task, we need 4 violins, 2 violas, 2 cellos, and 2 contrabasses. Switch to the Data tab. Shorten the brace with the minus key. Now we set separate braces for the violas, cellos, and contrabasses. We can remove all the lines from the staves as we won't need them. To do this, for each instrument, choose Staff, and at the bottom, change the number of lines to 0. Do so for all of the staves. And finally, remove the time signature. Press OK. Rename the instruments to match the original. Activate the Design panel at the bottom of the screen. Choose Instrument Name and click on the violin group. We need 24 violins. Increase the font size, at least up to 14. Move the text block to the right position, and do so for all of the instruments. Now we need to remove the clefs at the beginning of the system. Check that the Properties panel is active. It can be turned on and off in the Tools menu under the panel's Properties. Highlight a clef and check the box Hide. Now highlight all the clefs by holding down Control, and after that click Hide once. Choose the first violas and activate the option Attach to Staff in the Design panel. Now choose the instrument Polyline to draw a triangle. You can choose any kind of line, as we can correct any problems. Now we need the Properties window again. Highlight the line and look at its properties. Open the Style tab and change the line type to Arbitrary. Switch to the Fill tab and fill the line with a uniform black color. Now use the mouse to correct the shape of the figure. You may zoom in to see the details better. Add Fortissimo and a horizontal line at the bottom. Black, medium thickness, to make the line precisely horizontal, highlight it with the mouse, and in the Property window, change its type to horizontal. Draw one more horizontal line, this time from the triangle, and once again change its type to horizontal. Open the Line tab and make the line slightly thicker. Now highlight all the objects with the mouse, and by pressing Ctrl-C and Ctrl-V, copy them all to the first part. Now we need to move them to the right. Of course, this can be done by the mouse, but a better way is to hold Ctrl and press the right arrow key. This assures that objects remain at the proper height. Now we need a dotted line before the entry of the first violins. Choose the corresponding line style. Decrease its thickness. We don't care if the line is curved, as after we have chosen the horizontal line type, it will straighten automatically. Align it slightly, and that's it. Now copy all these objects to the part of the first contrabasses and move them to the right by the Control and right arrow keys. It is important that the starting points are vertically aligned. To achieve this, highlight the first line and check its coordinates. The value of the x2 field is -11.8 millimeters. Enter this value in the same field in the line of the first contrabasses. Now the lines are correctly aligned. After repeating this procedure for each part, we see this result. Add thin dashed lines from one triangle to another. Thickness 1. It is possible to make the line even thinner. Highlight it and in the Properties window decrease its thickness to 0. We can see the difference after zooming in. This is 1, and this is 0. Now draw similar lines for each triangle. I intentionally missed the triangle vertex when drawing the line. See how easy it is to correct the line's position. Even if the line end is overlapped by the triangle, I can still easily move it when the line is highlighted. Now add vertical separators. We will need one more line style, dash dotted line. Because the line is not linked to a specific staff, it is better to link it to the page. Again, we don't care if the line is not straight, because after we have changed its type to vertical, it will straighten. Copy its vertical coordinate for one more line that we will need. Draw one more vertical separator in the beginning of the system, and copy to it the vertical coordinate of the first line. They are aligned now. The first measure has a length of 15 seconds. Increase the font size, size 20, bold. Change the font family to Arial Black. The second measure has a length of 11 seconds. Again, increase the font size to 20. Now highlight both numbers by holding down Control. Align it using a different method by opening the Modify panel and pressing the horizontal Align button. Be careful with the line lengths. The first one should end near the separator. If you move it with the mouse, its vertical position may change. It is better to specify the coordinates with numbers. 150 is too much. 129 is better. Now add a curve. Check Attach to Staff and choose the instrument Curve. Line style solid, thickness 4. Draw a wavy line from one separator to the other one. Slightly align. A unique feature of MagicScore Maestro is the option of specifying the number of line waves. The dialog box Properties has item Point Count. Decrease it slightly. Zoom in to fine-tune the lines. They should match one another. Now we can copy the line to the next staff. When shortening the line, we see that the number of waves should again be decreased, approximately twice. Because we can immediately see the effect of changing this option, it is easy to find the perfect value. For the viola part, we will need another line type, polyline. We have already used it for drawing a triangle. As we can see, the number of waves must be much larger. We need 70 or even a little more. There we go. All that remains is to add arrows at the end of every line. Choose the instrument Arrow in the Design panel and draw a short arrow at the end of the first line. Adjust it slightly and copy it to all the other staves. Somewhere you may need to slightly correct the arrow position. As you can see, copying is faster than drawing. That's it. And the last detail is the subito forte at the separator. Choose the instrument expression and write SUB period. The font is italic. Open the Symbols panel and choose F for forte. Then highlight F and subito by holding Control and copy them all to the staves. And finally, if you need a brace in the composer's style, you can hide the current brace and draw a vertical line. You can download the free demo version of MagicScore Maestro 8 and arrange this selection on your own. In the next video, I will tell you about a useful set of multiphonics and how to create new symbols in MagicScore Maestro 8.